Fuel scarcity in Kaduna is creating severe hardships for residents following hike in the transport fare, as well as the unavailability of vehicles to commuters to their destination. Trustee Bello Musa, who went round the metropolis, examines the extent at which the scarcity is affecting the transport system in the state. Here is the report.
Kaduna is hit with the resurfaced of the fuel scarcity, which is disrupting the activities of commercial vehicle owners. The fuel scarcity has exposed us to another level of hardship. We are buying fuel at filling stations at the rate of 900 to 1,000 naira. Many of us have stopped operations because the owners are not accepting underpayment. Yesterday, I joined the queue around 9 a.m. and left around 8 p.m. without getting fuel. It is that bad. People have to wait for hours at the various bus stops before getting vehicles, yet pay the exorbitant fare to get to their destinations.
You buy fuel from 300, from 500, 700, 800. Now you are now buying fuel, a liter of fuel, which you buy for a gallon before. You are buying for it for 1,000. Why? So how the transport will be?
I have car, I pack it. I can't buy fuel. I'm trekking. That's just the truth. I can't afford to buy fuel in my car. I just have to pack it. And the more is there, is what? It's decaying, it's spoiling, things are spoiling, maintenance.
As many are lamenting over the transport fare, these residents find solace in using bicycle.
If there's anything they can do to curtail these pains, Nigerians are suffering. Nigerians are suffering. Look at almost everybody now is riding bicycle these days. It's not that we're enjoying riding the bicycle, it's just because of the way things are hard.
Nothing is working. I have to switch over to the bike, to my bicycle, which I only use my energy. When I go home, I eat and I drink water and I rest. But I think I'm far much more better than some other people. As you can see, some people are trekking now.
I don't have any problem going to any part of the metropolis. I ride to work and also attend to other family needs. I have nothing to do with petrol, as my bicycle is in good condition. It is close to sunset, but this resident chose to trek for kilometers to get to their destinations due to the either scarcity of the fuel or surge in the transport fare.
All the tenapel that I'm seeing, all are full, and they are telling me from Nasarawa to Kakuri 400 naira, so I'm saying 350. So I say instead of me paying 350, so if I'm going to Kakuri, it's not first, it's better I trek.
We got to trek because if we don't have means of, maybe there's no money. We're talking of food. We have families at home. Most of our families at home, 4 or 5 children.
It is due to the scarcity of fuel that led to shortage of transportation.
While other owners are stranded at many petrol stations in the metropolis, black marketers, mostly operated close to the filling stations, are taking advantage of the situation to make brisk business. Bello Musa, Trust TV in Kaduna.
Still on the fuel scarcity situation of the country, motorists and commuters have expressed concerns over the hours spent in queue at filling stations in an attempt to buy fuel for their vehicles. The report is presented from our studio.
Trust TV findings revealed that only few filling stations in Oshodi along Lagos-Abeokuta Expressway, Ikorodu Road and Ikeja area dispense fuel, causing overcrowding. This has resulted in long queues at the few filling stations selling the products. Further investigation showed that commercial vehicles stocked in the queue have also left many commuters. Chris Omosiri, who waited for 3 hours in the queue and was hoping for his turn to get fuel, described the scarcity as unfortunate, lamenting that it is bearing untold hardship on the citizens.
I'm supposed to be in the office right now, but it's 10:27. I've wasted more than 3 hours already on the fuel queue. And a lot of us also are on the queue as well, you know. So it has impacted me very seriously. You know, since Friday, there were things I could have done, I couldn't do. There were places I could have gone to that I couldn't go, you know. Apart from the fact that we don't have fuel, the transport, even if you want to enter transport, there are no buses on the road, you know. So that's the problem. That's the problem. We cannot continue like this. We cannot continue like this.
Right now, I'm not doing my official work. I have to queue. Most of our vehicles are on the line right there. So we have a problem with those drivers trying to do this in their box, supposed to do one or two things. They are not doing it. So we are here. And if at all we couldn't get fuel from what they are doing, and by the time they are selling, okay, when we get there, most of our motor will be cut off. Then they work for that day. We are not productive for that day. That is what it makes. So then which company will not be productive and we happy to be paying salaries? They are at lose. And some of these companies are not indigenous companies. And they have, before you know, they will fold up because they cannot be making all their expenses on salaries and they are not productive.
Motorists called on the government to ameliorate the plight of the citizens by refurbishing the moribund refineries.
And to the north-central part of the country, the poor state of energy supply in Nigeria has forced businesses like those in the ICT sector to depend on generators for operation. With a litre of fuel selling as high as 800 naira in the gas stations and 1,000 naira in the black market, the ICT operators say their businesses are at risk. Trustee vs. Jimmy Azande has details of the story.
The ICT business cannot function without power supply. If the energy crisis is not addressed, the youth who survive here may not earn their daily breads. Operators say the cost of petrol has taken a toll on their businesses.
Because of the hike in the price of fuel, we cannot be able to get profit for the service we do render at the moment. And at some point, even seeing the availability of the fuel is so difficult in the sense that even seeing the fuel to purchase, it becomes a problem, and we fail to attend to our potential customers that will come seeking for our services. So in the nutshell, the scarcity of fuel has hampered the smooth running of our business.
These business owners say they are losing patronage and urge the government to provide lasting solution to the petrol crisis.
A lot of things have gone up. Unlike we used to do photocopy at the price of 20 naira, now if there's no lights, you don't have a choice than to do it 15 naira, and it affects customers as well. So the business is not moving actually. A lot of people, because of that, I pity most especially students, because the cost of producing materials and all what they use to read for examinations is quite high now.
The cost of fuel is too high. It's too high. So that really affected us. And the patronage too. It really affected patronage. Because if people come to patronize us, they'll tell you the cost of printing and the cost of working online and doing some things online. They will be seeing it as maybe you want to extort them, and which is not like that. You understand? It's some of them that understand. By the time they go to ask the prices of paper and other things, you know that really these people are not really extorting.
In spite of the high cost of petrol, queues have suddenly appeared in gas stations around Makurdi and environs. These economists say will further worsen the cost of living if not urgently addressed. Jimmy Azandi, Trust TV News, Makurdi.
Meanwhile, the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria has threatened to cripple the supply of premium motor spirit, also known as petrol, over non-payment of 200 billion naira bridging claims. The threat comes following current nationwide scarcity, which has seen prices of premium motor spirit, also known as petrol, surge to between 610 naira and 800 naira at the pump and between 1,000 naira and 1,200 naira at black market. The association's unit chairman and spokesperson, Abba Depo, Mazi Oliver Okolo, who issued the threat, said it was with the backing of the IPMAN's national leadership. He claimed that the debt is being owed by the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission. In a communique released after a press conference on Tuesday, Okolo said NMDPRA failed to pay the 200 billion naira debt despite a directive for payment from the Petroleum Minister, Henneken Lokwoberi, and the IPMAN depot chairman claimed that since the directive by the minister in February 2024, only 13 billion naira had been paid to their members, saying that the unpaid claim had crippled their businesses. And now to the Green Chambers. The House of Representatives on Tuesday passed a resolution to invite the Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Oil, Henneken Lokwoberi, and his counterpart for the gas sector, Ekperikbe Ekpo, over the fuel scarcity being experienced in the country. The Green Chamber also summoned the Group Chief Executive Officer of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, Mele Kyari, over petrol shortages in the country. This followed a motion of urgent national importance by a member of the House, Umar Ajilo, who raised concerns over the lingering queues at petrol stations. The House expects the ministers and the NNPCL boss to explain the true reason for the scarcity and the measures put in place to bring it to an end. No date has been set for the engagement.
Speaker, all these economic programs have made the lives of average Nigerians unbearable, with the leader of oil saving as much as 1,200 in some states of the federations. Speaker, my dear colleagues, First Assembly was raised this occasion to ensure that plastic bills are beginning to address this unfortunate and temporary situation permanently in the interest of all Nigerians. Speaker, my dear colleagues, my prayer is that both the House, the Honorable Minister of Petroleum Resources, and all relevant stakeholders in the petroleum industry to adhere to this chamber to bring Nigerians on the real foot to play in this current world scarcity and avoid its recurrence in the future.